Hey, it's Dr. Nissi from Brand New Weight Loss. I'm sitting here in the office. I just read what I thought was an interesting article, so I decided to pick up the camera and make a video. This article is about how you could potentially eat less candy. The article is titled "The Easy Way to Eat Less Candy." So I can tell you the easiest way to eat less candy, and that's just not to keep candy around. You don't have to eat candy. You don't have to keep it in the house. No one's forcing you to buy it. Your children will live if there is not candy available in the house. That's the easiest way, but this is a catchy title. This is what they decided to go with. So the title is "The Easy Way to Eat Less Candy." It is in Women's Health magazine, womenshealthmag.com. I will leave a link to it in the description box below. It's a very short article. I'm basically going to go through the whole thing, but if you want to read it, the article will be linked below. So it's based on research, and again, I think it's interesting research, even if it might not tell us a whole bunch. The study was researchers asked participants to taste test wrapped candy and unwrapped candy. So I guess in one bowl, they had a bunch of wrapped candy, like think of mini Halloween candies. And then in the other bowl, they had a bunch of unwrapped candy. So something like if you get one of those boxes of chocolates where the candies are not wrapped, they dump them into a bowl. So one bowl is a bunch of unwrapped, exposed to the environment candies, and the other bowl is like Halloween candy. So what they found out was when they asked participants to taste test the candy, people ate 30% less of the candy that they actually had to physically unwrap. So they had to unwrap it. So 30% less of the Halloween candy. And this was the researchers' conclusion. So I'm reading directly from the article. Researchers suspect that making food just a little bit more difficult to eat by wrapping it up or even using utensils to have to serve it instead of just going in with your hand. So making them unwrap it might help you eat less. So the more time you spend actually unwrapping the candy, the more time, this is what they are surmising, the more time you have to unwrap the candy, the more time you have to consider whether you actually are hungry for it or want to eat it. And I think this actually might be the key point in this article, is that if you give yourself more time to think about whether you should be eating something, want to eat something, or even hungry for it, then you can actually process it and rationally consider if you want to continue eating it or not, rather than just grabbing and eating and grabbing and eating kind of mindlessly. That's what leads people down these paths of, well, I just started eating cookies and then I went through the whole bag, because you're just watching TV and you're mindlessly eating. So just putting that one barrier of having to actually physically look at the candy wrapper, tear it open, put it down, and then eat, potentially could save you from eating 30% more of the candy than you would if it was unwrapped. So again, this research is not going to set the world on fire, doesn't give us a lot more information other than to just be mindful. And again, you don't need a wrapper to be mindful. You can just be mindful about what you're eating, when you're eating when you're hungry, trying to avoid eating when you're not. All right, until next time, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will catch everyone in the next video.